Hello, BookTube, and welcome to Novel Expectations. My name is Sarah, and this is a Weekend Reads. Sorry I didn't get my Friday reads done last night, but my husband and I went out for dinner and went to the mall, and by the time I got home, it was like after 10 o'clock. And the last videos that I recorded were after 10 o'clock, and I could see how tired I was. So this is far better for all of us if I just record, on Saturday. So, what am I reading this weekend? Well, the book that I'm almost done, and if I would just sit my tush on the couch and finish it, it would be done, is Sweet Valley High book number 3, Playing with Fire, created by Francine Pascal. Now, for those of you who don't know, she didn't actually write any of these books. She might have written the first one, but the rest of them, it was not a ghostwriter. There was a writer, and I can't remember her name right now. It was Kate something. I'll put it right here. But they actually wrote all the books. Now, this book was written in 1983, and oh my gosh, is it ever dated. It is so funny to read. There are some parts that if a modern reader, like someone who was reading the series for the first time and didn't realize that this book was written in 83, would have some major issues with it. The way some of the girls speak about another chubby girl in school, it's not what we consider to be proper this day and age, but for that time period it was a little bit different. I will talk more about this in my my wrap up at the end of the month. I am enjoying it. It's cute, it's campy, it's part of my childhood, and yeah, it is what it is. And I mean, that cover just screams 1983, doesn't it, guys? I mean, just look at the sweater over his shoulders. I'll say this right now, guys. In 1983, I was 4. So this really wasn't, like, the later series was my childhood, so I'm going back and rereading, like, stuff that... And, to be honest, I don't remember reading this one. I think I read the first book in the series, and then I might have skipped ahead to the ones that were written more around the time period that I was a teenager, so, yeah. The series was pretty much ending, I think, around the time that I was, like, 14 or 15, so that may have come into play, but I know my library had a lot of them, and I used to read them. So the other thing that I'm currently reading is Nowhere But Here by Katie McGarity. This is the first book in the Thunder Road series. It is a YA contemporary novel. I am enjoying it and not enjoying it all at the same time. I keep going back and forth. It's so weird. I'm only about 25% of the way through it. I just started on Thursday. It's an easy enough read. It's easy enough to follow along with. There are a lot of characters. This is essentially a book based on a motorcycle gang. And how this, I mean, he's a kid. I mean, to me, he's a kid. He's 20 years younger than me. This 17-year-old boy whose family is in this motorcycle gang. And they almost come off like a Robin Hood kind of thing where, they're there for protection, not to hurt people. I'm enjoying it, and other parts of me are just like, I have issues with it. And again, I will discuss those issues more when I get to my wrap-up at the end of the month. They're not major issues, but maybe because I don't read a lot of YA, that these are the things that I think about. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on that book. I did have a book I DNF'd this week, and that was the first book in the Mortal Instruments series, City of Glass or City of Bones. I can't remember which one it's called. Sorry. I got 73 pages in, and that took me 2 weeks. I just was not enjoying this book. I had no drive to pick it up. I was super excited when I bought all of them, but I got into it, started reading it, and went, yeah. I've realized that it's not YA that I don't like. I do enjoy YA. I don't like YA fantasy, YA dystopian, no. Give me a good YA contemporary, and I'm happy. But the dystopian fantasy genre is not for me, and it's not that for me either in adult literature. So I don't know why I would have attempted to try it in YA literature. So yeah, that's my thought on that one. Like I said, I had no interest in picking it up. I do own the whole series now, along with the first book, or one of the books in the, 2 of the books in the 2 spin-off series. I'm going to hang on to them, and maybe later I'll try them again. We'll see. If not, maybe my stepdaughter would like them, so we'll see. And the book that I'm currently listening to is still, Let's Pretend This Never Happened by Jenny Lawson. I am loving this book. I've only got about an hour left, so I'm hoping to actually finish that this weekend as well, and get started on my next audiobook. It is hysterically funny. There are some great stories in there, and there are some sad stories in there as well. I'm on one right now that is not the most cheerful. But it really shows to her personality, of course, and it goes to show that not every aspect of life is fun and funny. You do have to go through some pretty tough times, too. But she does it with a lot of grace and humor, I find. And so yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I have no idea what I'm going to read when I finish these books. I have the list, my September TBR, so I will pick something next from my TBR. For my audiobooks, I don't have a TBR for my audiobooks. I'm going to go through and pick something. I might pick something historical just for fun, but we shall see. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts below. A, what are you reading this weekend? And B, have you read any of the books that I've talked about? And what were your thoughts on them? And until my next video, guys, take care and happy reading. Bye.